My dream concert would probably be Fall Out Boy, The Academy um, together, just because they're two bands that I love that are broken up, and it would just be nice for them to get back together for one reunion tour, do it together, and maybe able to see them live, especially if that happens. So, but other than that, pretty much any concert I go to, I'd love to go to Warped Tour. That would be a dream of mine to definitely attend Warped Tour with an amazing lineup. Um, if you had 24 hours to live and see one band, who would it be and why? I'm gonna have to say probably what probably Blink-182, just because I've grown up listening to their music from when I was like probably 3, as inappropriate as that is. Um, it's always been a dream of mine to see them live. I think it'd be a happy note to end on if I was gonna die. It'd be fun just to scream the stupidest, most pointless lyrics on the planet and just have an amazing night. I think so. That'd be my high note to go out on. Would you sacrifice yourself to save a band? Um, I'm gonna say most definitely, just because I know the impact that certain bands have had on me, and I want other people to be able to experience that. Whereas I don't think I could have that impact on people's lives as much as they could. I mean, as much as I'm not saying that they deserve to live any more than any other person. It's just I feel like that they can reach more people than I ever could. So if they were to live, then they could do better things than I ever could, or could ever dream of doing for people. Could you imagine yourself without the music? Definitely not. Because it's pretty much all I ever do. There's not a day I wake up that I don't listen to music, and I think I would be pretty empty without it. It's a topic of conversation for me. It's what I do on the internet. It's what I do when I wake up. It's what I do when I'm happy. It's what I do when I'm sad. It's basically everything, and I feel like without it, my life would be nothing. It would be pointless. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Has the band changed you for the better? Definitely. I think they've given me a positive influence. I think that they've brought a lot of things into my life, people-wise, relevance-wise. I think they've given me a lot of hope to change the better. I know that at times I've been a horrible person, and it's made me realize that I can do better than that, and I do. I try my hardest to be a better person because of, I guess, any band in general. Just because I don't want to be like, even if I'm meeting them, I don't want to be the dicky girl who says and does stupid stuff or comes across horribly. I want to be the type of person that they would like me to be, I guess, which gives me the strength to become that type of person and to become the better person that people get along with, if that makes any sense. Have you met friends through the music? Definitely. Like, pretty much everyone that I know and get along with right now is from a line that I've been in. From I've made conversation with on Twitter that I like a band through. I met my best friend through music, and I can never ever thank especially Unit 6 enough for that, because our first conversation was over a band, and from that it's grown into this amazing friendship that I'm so thankful for. It's gotten me through so much, and I don't think without Unit 6 especially that I would have met my best friend, and that's the most amazing feeling on the planet, is being able to say thank you to a band, or basically handing over someone who you couldn't see your life without. Do you feel a part of something when you attend a show? Definitely. I think for me personally, being the kid that didn't really fit in right through primary school to high school, being with a bunch of people who are exactly like you is probably the most amazing feeling on the planet. There's no judgment. These kids feel the same way and put as much dependency in the music as you do. They listen to the same bands as you. They understand the concept of putting so much faith into a band. They understand how important it is to meet bands. So getting to know these people, in the matter of the time you're in the line, or even helping people out in mosh pits and stuff. They're just the most amazing bunch of people ever, and it's funny because in that short amount of time that you do get to know them, they probably become closer than anyone I've met at school, or anyone that I've met outside of the music scene, I guess. Just because everyone's got each other's back, and it's hard to describe. I know with my chem, especially when we were all told that we weren't going to be able to get in, so many people were in tears, so many people were crying, and everyone turned to each other, and it was amazing. Everyone was making sure everyone was okay. We had some of the over 18s come up and be like, we'll be your volunteers to get you in, all this kind of stuff. It was, everyone had each other's back, and I don't think any other type of, I guess, band-based kind of thing besides concerts has that type of friendship or that trust that you put into people that you meet in the line. So, or even inside the show, it's just everyone in that room is there for the same reason. They're there for the music. Nothing more, nothing less. You are exactly the same. There is no higher basis. There is no, no one making fun of each other. It's all, you were equal. You were there for the same reasons, and you're all there for each other. And I think that's probably the most amazing feeling ever. Words you live by from a band. I don't think it's really words I live by from Mimi at 6, I guess, just because it's more so the relevance of their lyrics that I go by, more than anything. But I think, again, in general, it would be my chem lyrics that I'm not afraid to keep a living, I'm not afraid to walk the world alone, because of how I've lived by it for so long, since I'm fairly young now, and it has gotten me to where I am. So that's always a good feeling. Next question is, why do people cry during concerts? I think, from my personal experience, it's the overwhelming feeling of realizing it's all real. It's reality. They're not just a bunch of people you see across the internet. They are real people. They're standing a few meters in front of you. These are the people that have helped get you through so much. And they're standing so close to you, and just in general making it an amazing night. That, I think, plus the certain songs reminding you of certain moments in your life or sad moments, and it's the overwhelming feeling of going, hey, I got through that, and they're right in front of me, kind of thing. And it just, I think it triggers memories, I guess, in some ways. In some ways, it's a reality now that they're right there, and and I got through the tough times that stage didn't think I would. So it's just an overwhelming feeling in general, I think, of being there. But yeah. How much money have you spent on bands and merch? Oh wow. I calculated this today. And it's nearing $3,000. That includes merch and concert tickets more than anything, because and obviously train tickets and stuff like that. Like, that's pretty much it. And how many band shirts do I own? I own around 25. I won't be able to show you them all because some of them are at my mum's place, some of them are in the wash. But I'll show you a couple. So this one's my one I got the other night. It's the main. I don't know if it's classified as merch, but my down but not out shirt, which is just for Heskey from Unit 6's clothing line. So it's what he wore second time sorry, in life. My Day to Remember one. Well, one of the Day to Remember ones. First ever merch I brought, my 4 Hero one. So got Unit 6 Tigers and Sharks jumper. What else have we got here? My Lover Boy, you never haven't, but you got real close. You met sixth one. I got my Somerset one in the wash. I've got Mayday Parade. I've got My Chemical Romance. I've got Cobra Starship. I've got so much merch. It's not even funny. But yeah, and I've got some coming in the mail as well still. So I'm probably gonna order some more soon as well. So it's gonna keep piling up, and the costs are gonna keep piling up as well. Next question is how has the band saved your life? This one's kind of a tough one to describe, I think. For me, for me, having certain moments where you don't feel like anything's worth it. And again, you kind of can't describe it unless you've been there. There's always been, I think, for the majority of anyone who puts their faith in music, there's always been those moments where you don't feel it's worth it, or you've done stupid stuff to kind of take the pain away, I guess, in a lot of ways. But for me, just them being so relevant in a lot of ways, I think, and a lot of lyrics, not just Yumi at Six ones, I've been able to turn around and go, you know what, these are people who have been through the same shit as we're going through right now. They have been through it, and they're on the other side going, this is my story, I'm okay, look at where I am now, this is what I've done, who I am right now, and I've done it, and that means you can too, I think. For me, it's just a reassurance that you can get through it, that they've done it with they're sharing their story with other people to help, to help people realize that it's okay, you're going to get through it as tough as it is, you're going to get through it. That, and I guess some quotes from some bands making you realize that it's kind of, you're not as weak as you think. It does give you the strength for someone else that has faith in you, and they don't have to directly say it to you. It's just the general belief that they have faith in the majority of their fan base. That, and just being able to kind of see past the crap by listening to their music, not just relating to it, just having it there as a happiness boost, or seeing them live, just having that as a, you have to live if you want to do this, or you have to live if you want to accomplish seeing this band's live. And it does, it puts so much, it's such a big thing, it puts so much faith into music, and you feel like you owe it to the band, they're through on the other side, it's your turn to do it, and they're giving you every single tool that you need to get through it. So I think that's probably how, I guess, they've saved my ass a couple times. If you're allowed one moment alone with your favorite bands, what would you say? I think for anyone, it would be thank you. Thank you for the friends that you've helped introduce me to. Thank you for understanding when no one else did. Thank you for not judging when so many other people have. Thank you for being my strength. As much as they don't mean to in a lot of ways, or they don't purposely do it, they just are. They're your backbone when you need it. They're everything you could ever ask for. That isn't have to stand by your side all the time. It's just a matter of knowing that they're there, and something good has to come in the end.